Hi everybody, just going to do another quick cookery lesson, another 10-minute cookery lesson, and I just want to run through a few ingredients. But first of all, I just want to say I have nice bits of bacon here, ham actually, that I've cooked off, and well, almost cooked off. But I went to Lidl and I found bits of bacon, right? And there's another piece that was left out of after putting that in for what I'm going to do. This is another piece of bacon that's left, a piece of ham, and I'm going to leave that steeping. That's nothing to do with the recipe I'm showing you. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to do coddle, and it's a real old Dublin dish, but it's a very, very simple dish. And as I said, I put some of that ham, I've chopped it up, put it in there, and I've cooked it off. And as you can see, it's created a nice stock. Now what I've added to it was I have put a bit of black pepper into it, and I am putting some dried parsley, only because I don't have any fresh parsley. I love fresh parsley, it gives it a lovely flavour. So there you have fresh parsley and bits of bacon. Also I have done vegetables, so all's in there is potatoes, onions, carrots, nothing else. That's my vegetables. I'm going to strain these off completely. I'm going to add them to the stock and the bacon. Very, very simple. Now also people will say this is a strange setup, but this is coddle. This is the way it's made, and it was originally made way back ages ago, long before any of us were ever born. It was a way of using up sausages and rashers. But we're using ham, and we're using their sausages that I bought in Lidl. Just as a matter of interest, that piece of ham that I got that's in that, and the piece that's there for tomorrow, only cost 179. 199. So imagine the actual sausages to the rest of the ingredients. Okay, now this is a very, very simple recipe. All you need now is a packet of potato soup, right? You can get it in any, I think they're only, pence really. So now the reason I'm putting that into a separate bowl is that if you're adding some dried ingredients to a hot, it's always better that you blend it down a bit first. In other words, if you blend it down like this, when you put it in there, there'll be no lumps, because if you put it in without blending it down, you'll end up with the whole thing going lumpy on you, and we don't want that. So I'm going to add that into the ingredients. Now this is how simple this is, and it's a lovely dinner for a day where it's actually freezing cold out, and it's just so cheap and cheerful to make. You can sit down and you can enjoy it at your leisure when you're watching the news tonight at 6 o'clock or whatever. That's the way I look at it on here. Now this has literally taken me about 5 minutes to put together. I'm now putting it into a casserole dish, right? And I have a specific reason for that. There's two ways you can do this, but I'm going to show you Ruth's way of doing it. Now, there's all the ingredients together in a casserole dish. Very simple, nothing else in it other than ham, potatoes, carrots, onions, parsley, sausages, and a packet of potato soup. You put the lid on it. There's two ways you can do it. You can put it into the oven on a slow cook at about 150, 160 for maybe 2 hours, or you can do it Ruth's way. And this is the way I do it. Now follow me until I show you. Bring it in here, and I put it sitting on my stove, and I leave it there, just literally turning over and turning over. The potatoes stay solid, right? And at about 6 o'clock tonight, that will be completely cooked, and it has cost me, I'd say, for to make that, has probably cost me about €2. it's not going to even cost me anything to cook it because I'm going to cook it on the stove. But if you don't have a stove like that, you can't put things on, then it's very, very easily to put it on, put it in the oven. If you find that it's cooking too quick, I have a little thing here that it's just a stacking ring. But what I do is I just put it sitting on the stacking ring like that. It takes it up that bit from the stove, and it won't cook as quick. But look, it's as simple as that. 10 minutes to make it. You can walk away, leave it there, and it's ready for you about 6 o'clock tonight. Now it's now what 2 o'clock in the day, so that's going to cook really slowly. There you go.